That wasn't bad.
Tastes like Listerine. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to click that subscribe button below for more videos like these. And if you're back, then thanks for coming. Give this video a thumbs up. For today's video, it's all about the holidays, so I actually have a special guest who is one of my good friends, Justine, the founder and owner of For Heaven's Bakes.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah! So for today's video, what are we doing, Justine?
So later on, I'm going to teach you how to turn a simple vanilla cake mix into 2 exciting holiday cookie recipes. But right now, we're going to work on a little cocktail, a cranberry candy cane cocktail inspired by the holidays.
I'm so excited. And can we just take note? This is peppermint twist Smirnoff, and it's a scratch and sniff. It smells like peppermint, and it's so good.
The bottle actually smells a lot better than the vodka itself.
It does taste a little bit like Listerine, I'm not gonna lie. Check out my live stream video on Facebook if you want to see like a first-hand
behind the scenes action of us taking the shot.
So where should we start?
Okay, so first what you do is you take your cup.
I'm gonna just mimic you whatever you do, by the way.
So we're gonna take some vermouth. Oh, that's a fresh bottle.
Fresh.
And you just pour a tiny little bit into the bottom of your cup.
Okay.
And then you're gonna swirl it around.
So what does the swirling do?
Well, then you dump out the vermouth.
Oh, okay. There we go.
So that's how you make a dry martini. That's what a dry martini is. It's rimmed with vermouth.
You learn something new every day. I only really drink wine, so I'm not like a huge drink connoisseur. Like I don't really know what's going on, but it's good.
So now you're gonna just bring the top of the glass.
Okay. Ah, for the candy cane.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
And now I'm not sure if you have enough on yours, but
I'll try.
You're just gonna put it. It's not sticking very well.
You know what? It's all good.
No, it's good. It's good.
Okay.
There we go.
Perfect. So this adds a nice little holiday touch. It's kind of like a Caesar, but like
there we go.
with candy cane. Instead of rimming your Caesar, you're just gonna rim candy cane.
I had more success when I rolled it instead of this. No. Oops, we're making a bit of a mess here.
I'll put this back on the platter.
The counter's fake, don't worry.
Yeah, just recycle. Okay, cool.
Okay, so now we're gonna take the peppermint vodka, and I have a tablespoon, which is equivalent to an ounce, or 2 ounces of the peppermint vodka.
Perfect.
Each martini glass. Okay, now you're gonna take some cranberry juice. I prefer real cranberry juice. I'm not a big fan of cranberry cocktail, but you can use whatever works for you.
I also had a real cranberry a while ago, and
for the first time ever.
The grossest thing. It tasted like a crab apple, like a sour crab apple.
So all I did there was pour a little bit of cranberry juice in. You can do that to your liking. If you want it to be stronger peppermint taste, then pour a little bit less cranberry. And if you want it to taste a little less like alcohol, a little more like a cocktail than a martini, you can add some more cranberry juice. And now we're just gonna take a couple of fresh cranberries.
Should we squeeze them to get some of the juice in?
No, I think it's good.
I'm gonna pop a couple.
No, but we're gonna do it anyways.
Awesome.
And then you're just gonna take some fresh mint.
Ooh.
And just throw that right in.
And let's keep in mind we are literally making this up as we go.
Yeah, we had another cocktail on tap actually, and then we were at the LCBO and we saw this peppermint twist
we have to
vodka,
get it.
And
it was a done deal.
And then you just put your little candy cane right back
Garnish
on. Yeah,
with the
give it a
candy
little
cane.
stir.
Swirl it in.
Garnish with your candy cane, and your candy cane will actually start to melt in there a little bit, so
So
it'll add
true.
some extra peppermint flavor.
Ah, and there you have it.
Cheers. Well, that worked out really well.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah, you should definitely try this if you're a little concerned.
If you guys do try this, make sure to hashtag lifeasbeekz or Beek's Kitchen, so that way I can see if you guys made this. And I think it's really good. I want to have another sip.
This is yummy. Yeah, so we're just gonna drink these. We're gonna have these on hand while we do our 2 cookie recipes, which are coming up.
And also, we want to give a big shout out to the lady
yes.
who made our aprons for us, our best friend Amanda. just recently started making her own customized aprons.
She's with Project Seasonal. That's her blog.
So we will link it down below. She is taking orders for Christmas, so you can definitely message her.
And there's a whole bunch of different patterns that you can customize with.
Yeah.
So
Mine is pineapple, and it says Beekz Kitchen, and Justine's is Badass Baker with a bunch of cupcakes, because how fitting.
Yes.
So let's cheers to that.
Woo!
So now we're gonna get into the baking portion. We have a new little special guest here, Parker.
Hi guys, so my name is Parker, as she just said, and I have a YouTube channel called Preheat, aka Flash73. I haven't renamed that yet. And also, I've made bracelets.
Yeah, mine's green.
Mine's red.
Mine's white. Holiday inspired.
Yeah, for the video. We'll leave his channel below so you guys can check it out.
Please do like and subscribe if you enjoy.
Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna get right into the baking now. We've got our cocktails all ready, and Parker's all ready. He's a little empty-handed, but I think we're good. So today, I'm gonna teach you, like I said, to make 2 different cookie recipes using a simple white box cake mix. It's super easy during the holidays. It gets hectic. It's easy to forget that you needed to bring a dessert to your friend's ugly Christmas sweater party.
Office party.
Yeah, your office
to eat alone on the couch while watching Netflix, you know, whatever fits.
Yeah. So these are 2 really simple, quick recipes using everything that you probably already have in your house. So the first thing that we're going to need is some white cake mix. We've already taken this out of the box. You can buy any brand that you want, and that's just a whole package right there.
Smells good.
So the first kind of cookies that we're gonna make are peppermint chocolate cookie sandwiches.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing. I'm excited to eat those.
So they're super simple, and so you might be wondering how I'm gonna turn this vanilla cake mix into chocolate cookies.
We're using hot chocolate powder, wherever it is.
Right over here.
There it is.
So this is a half a cup of hot chocolate powder. You can also use 1 or 2 single serving packages if that's what you have at home. Alternatively, you could use cocoa powder, a half a cup as well, or a package of instant chocolate pudding mix. So it's super, super simple and versatile. And then all you need is 1 egg. Do you want to crack that egg for me?
Yep. Whips.
You're a very good egg breaker.
Here, put the shells right in there.
Awesome.
Thank you. Half a cup of butter. Oh no, you don't need to stick your hands in there, don't worry.
Just pour right on over.
So the butter needs to be melted. If you don't have any butter, you can use margarine, or you can use vegetable oil or canola oil as well. And then the last thing that you need in this super simple recipe is a tablespoon of peppermint extract.
And we're gonna just mix it all together.
It goes into the mixer.
Now, what if someone doesn't have one of these mixers at home? Can they just use a regular beater?
Yeah, if you don't have a KitchenAid mixer or a stand mixer of any kind, you can feel free just to use a hand mixer with the whisk attachment, or you can mix this yourself by hand. It'll just take a little bit longer.
Right.
Lock that, and then you're going to mix it on low. I was gonna say don't like that.
Don't like it.
We're not done with that. You're gonna mix it on low for a minute until the ingredients are well combined. If you don't do that, if you try to turn it on high, all the dry ingredients are gonna poof right up in your face, and it's gonna
You
be
might get messy.
big mess. So you mix it on low until they're well combined for about 30 seconds or a minute. So ours looks like it's pretty good right about now, and then you turn the speed up to medium and you mix for another 2 minutes or until the dough has formed nicely. So the dough is gonna be at this point, it's nicely incorporated.
It's ready.
I'll show you what that's like. So
It kind of looks like ice cream a little bit, like chocolate ice cream.
yeah, it looks like that kind of texture.
Yeah.
But it's nice and
Yeah.
thick. You obviously don't want, different than cake
smells
mix.
good.
Different than cake mix, you don't want your dough to be runny, because obviously you're not gonna be able to form your cookies if it's too runny.
Right, we are back, and we're now going to make the actual cookies, which look like this.
So they're just small.
Yeah, so what you do is you just take about a spoonful of the dough, and and you roll it into a little ball, flatten it out a little bit in your hand, and then you place them on the cookie sheet. And what you want to do is place them about 2 inches apart, so that when they flatten, when they spread out when they're cooking, then they don't get stuck together.
This is fun.
Yeah.
Into little balls. Love it.
The balls.
The Christmas balls.
So we cook these at 350 degrees for 8 to 10 minutes.
Or until you notice that they're chewy, soft, like a normal cookie, but you don't want them to be too crunchy.
You want them to be moist, as much as everyone hates that word. You want the cookie to be moist.
That sounds a little strange.
Or chewy.
Or
Just
chewy.
use the word chewy.
Not flaky. Baked in a buttery, flaky crust.
Oh my goodness. And then once you pull them out of the oven, you're just gonna want to let them rest on the baking sheet for about 5 minutes to cool, and then transfer them to a cooling rack or just onto the counter because the baking sheet is really hot and it'll actually keep cooking them if you keep them on there for too long.
Now we're done with those cookies. They're in the oven baking. We're gonna get on to our second recipe, which is
Cake mix Snickerdoodles. So Snickerdoodles are a little bit complicated to make when you're doing them from scratch, but these cake mix ones are super, super simple. So all you need is 1 package of white cake mix again, just like our first time. And then you're gonna grab a half cup of butter.
We'll just pop it in.
Okay, and then you just need a single egg.
And now we mix.
Yeah, so same thing as last time, you're gonna mix it on low for a couple seconds until the dough forms a little bit, everything's incorporated, or everything's wet, sorry, and then you're gonna mix it on a higher speed for about 2 minutes until everything is incorporated together. You're probably still gonna have some dry mix left over on the bottom, but that's okay, that's normal. Very professional.
While drinking Irish cream coffee.
Yes, we've switched from the peppermint cocktails to Irish cream. We're getting a little tired.
Need a little bit of a pick-me-up for the rest of the video.
Okay, so now we're gonna take that off, and so you can see it's pretty crumbly in here, but when you squish the dough together, it holds together well like a
You could definitely
like a sugar cooker.
A sugar cooker.
A sugar cookie recipe. Oh, I'm gonna get Beekz to start making little balls out of those.
Perfect. I'm so good at this. Number 1, okay.
And then the other thing that you want to start doing is you get a half a cup of sugar and a tablespoon of cinnamon, and you're just going to mix those together. Those proportions don't have to be exact. It's really not a big deal for this. All you're making is a little cinnamon sugar mixture. Looks just like this, and
It smells amazing.
what smells like that beaver tail.
Yes, it does.
And once you finish mixing that, you're just gonna take these cookies, which are supposed to be all around the same size, but Beek's having a little trouble with that.
Yep, we're gonna work on that.
You're just gonna roll them in the cinnamon sugar mixture.
Oh, there's the other cookies. I think we're actually gonna start making this like a monthly series.
Yeah.
Cooking with Beekz featuring Heaven's Bake. And
A cocktail
recipes.
recipe and like a baking recipe.
Or like even like a soup or like an entree of some sort, because we love to eat and we love to cook. So like,
we love to eat.
why not?
We're gonna bake those again at 350 for 8 to 10 minutes or until they're soft and chewy, but definitely cooked. So.
And moist. Those actually look so good over there.
Yeah, so next what we're gonna do while these ones are in the oven is I'm gonna show you how to make a really simple buttercream, and then I'm gonna show you how to turn that simple buttercream into a peppermint buttercream, and that's what's gonna go between our chocolate peppermint cookies to make it a little cookie sandwich.
All right, so we just put the other cookies into the oven, the little Snickerdoodles. So now it's on to the icing.
Yeah, so this frosting is super duper simple. You're gonna use 3 to 4 cups of icing sugar. So I have 4 cups in here, so I'm actually not gonna pour it all in. I'm gonna leave a little bit out and just use it if we need it. And then you're gonna use
Oh gosh.
a cup of butter, and then we're gonna take out the milk. And we won't put any of that in there yet, but you're likely gonna need about 2 tablespoons of milk.
Now, if someone isn't a dairy eater, could they do like vegan butter and then like almond milk or soy milk?
You
or-
can make it with water. You don't need to use milk.
okay.
So if you're making it and you want it to last longer, water is a good option instead of milk. So obviously it doesn't spoil. Or if you're making a cake or something that can't be refrigerated, then you want to use water instead of milk because you don't want it to spoil being out of the fridge.
Tip number 2.
And then instead of butter, you can use shortening. I wouldn't recommend margarine. Some people do use it, but I don't find that it hardens enough. Okay. So this one, it's really important to mix at a low speed because it'll get really,
it'll get messy.
Yeah. I'm just gonna turn that off for a second and scoop all of the butter out because it's stuck in my whisk, which will happen sometimes.
I literally just found a candy cane stuck in my shirt. I'm gonna eat it.
Oh, I thought you had a whole one.
Oh.
Just a chunk.
No, there was definitely hair on that.
Now I'm gonna add a little bit of milk.
Okay, how much?
So we're gonna start with 1 tablespoon of milk.
It's like watching a science experiment go down, I swear. Baking is such
I was gonna say, they say baking is chemistry, so.
But fuck it, put whatever you want in it.
That's my mantra. Words to live by. Fuck it. Do what you want. Okay, so right now all I'm doing is scraping down the sides of the bowl because I want to make sure that all of the butter and all of the icing sugar gets incorporated evenly, and I don't want to leave any out. I'm also going to add a little bit more milk. So you can use anywhere up to like 4 tablespoons of milk depending on the consistency that you need. For this, we need it to be a little bit thicker because we want it to hold up the 2 cookies. So now that all of the icing is pretty incorporated, you can start to mix at a much higher speed and that'll whip everything together.
Got the extract to go.
We are going to change the peppermint extract for the vanilla. Whenever you're adding an extract or flavoring like this that's liquid, make sure that you account for that with your milk because you don't want to add a ton of milk to make it really runny and then also add your extract because then it just won't be workable. If you do that by accident though, you can remedy that just by adding a little bit more icing sugar.
Those cookies over there, the Snickerdoodles, smell so good. Snickerdoodles.
So that looks like it's about done. I'm just going to let Beekz give it a little taste to see if it's pepperminty enough.
A little more.
This looks like it's about done, and you can see the consistency that this is at now. So this is what you'd call a thick consistency, and it's good for making these little sandwiches, if you're stacking a cake, anything like that. If you want a spreading consistency, you're gonna want a medium, which means that you'll add a little bit more milk. So this is the consistency here. You can see it's spreadable. So once our cookies are cooled, what we're gonna do is grab them and I'll show you how to turn them into cookie sandwiches.
Woohoo!
Okay, so now our cookies are cool. If you're trying to speed up the process, you can definitely throw them in the fridge or the freezer. But so all you wanna do now is take a spoonful of the buttercream and just push it onto the cookie. And then you're gonna do that with half of your cookies. You want it to be thick enough because everybody likes frosting, that's the best part.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a cookie sandwich.
Cookie sandwich.
Finger looking good.
Yeah, that's why I just wipe my hands back off again.
It literally is so good. Like,
And so then now all you're gonna do is put another cookie on the top to close it.
oh my god, they look so good. You need to see these. We're gonna do like a close-up of these after they're all done.
And then we're gonna break out the crushed candy cane again from our cocktail recipe. If you want some crushed peppermint, all you need to do is buy some candy canes, we got mini ones, and put them into a Ziploc baggie and then roll over them with a rolling pin or something else that's hard and it'll crush them right up. That's all you need to do.
And we found ours at the dollar store for like $2.
Yeah, they were perfect. So now all you wanna do is take your cookie sandwich and roll the edges in the crushed peppermint. And that's it.
They look so amazing.
That's the cookie. Do you wanna try it?
Yes, we should do a taste test for sure. Oh my god. So many flavors right now. You got
a party in my mouth.
You got the cream icing. You got that chocolate.
Chewy, but it's not too chocolatey.
And then you have that nice sweet, like crunchy candy cane.
The crunch is really nice from the candy cane.
Take another bite.
And if you want yours, I'm good. If you want yours more or less crunchy, you can just leave your candy cane chunks bigger, or you can chop them up finer. You can see on here, these are some of the finer ones, so it's more of like a sugary dust on the outside versus this one with the big chunks of candy cane.
So good. I give this recipe an A+. Finish it off with some coffee.
Like I said about the buttercream, if you're not going to refrigerate it, don't use the butter. But for this, you definitely want to use the butter that makes these cookies as good as they are. So if you're not using them for a while, if your house is warm, keep the heat turned up because it's cold outside, just pop them in the fridge. It's not that they're going to go bad if they're not in the fridge, but it'll just keep the butter from melting. It'll keep the cookies more solid.
Awesome. There. Tip number 3.
That's it. Yeah. There's nothing extra that you need to do with these babies.
But we're gonna plate them and make them look pretty.
Here, you can try one. I'll give you a small one.
Small one. The taste tester. Oh.
So these are nice and gooey.
Oh my god. These are literally like so delicate, so tasty.
If you want them to be a little less delicate, you can leave them in the oven for a little bit longer and they'll crisp up more, but I'm definitely a fan of almost raw cookies.
Oh my god, so true. Here, have a bite. Parker, would you like to join us for a taste test?
Oh, I brushed my teeth already.
You want to brush them again?
Come try a little.
Come have a bite. We got little Parker in his PJs over here. So this is the Snickerdoodle. Try this one. It's a little bit flaky. Yeah, it's like a cinnamon. Okay. You like that? And then this is the other one. This is the buttercream candy cane icing one. Now this one's a little bit messy, so we're gonna plate it. Ready? So take a huge bite of that one. There you go.
Huge is good too.
I think he likes it. What do you think? Thumbs up or thumbs down? 2 thumbs up. And that's it for our video today. So thanks for watching. We will leave all of the ingredients, the recipe, and everything down below. And while you are here, you might as well go and check out Justine's Instagram. It's at For Heaven's Bake and
Sudbury.
Sudbury. So yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Thanks. Happy holidays.
Bye.